Everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Symmetry and Transformations. The lessons we're going to cover today: symmetry, reflection, rotation, and translation. Translations graph the image, and then reflections graph the image. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I am on grade 6 math. The chapter we are on right now is symmetry and transformations. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is symmetry. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? So you have to fold the you have to fold the image along the dotted line. So if the two sides will match up exactly, that means the dotted line is a line of symmetry. Let's just start with the test questions. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? You have to fold the image along the dotted line. If you fold the image along the dotted line and both sides exactly match up, that means the line is a line of symmetry. For the one we are on right now, they do not match, so no, that is not a line of symmetry. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, that is a line of symmetry. Option number one is the correct option. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? No, the dotted line is not a line of symmetry. Option number two is the correct option. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is a line of symmetry. Option number one is the correct option. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? No, that is not a line of symmetry. Option number two is the correct option. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, that is a line of symmetry. Option number one is the correct option. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? No, that is not a line of symmetry. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is reflection, rotation, and translation. What combination of transformations is shown below? So from 1 to 2 and then 2 to 3 we have to see, right? From 1 to 2, shape 1 to shape 2, that is the rotation along this point. Rotate the shape 90-degree counterclockwise. And then from shape 2 to 3, that is a reflection. You can see. Use a reflection to turn shape 2 to shape 3. The image shows a reflection. Reflect the image across a horizontal line. Let's just start with the test questions. What combination of transformations is shown below? So just look at the 1 and 2. 1 to 2. 2 is the reflection of 1. And then from 2 to 3, that is the rotation around this point. Rotation and then reflect. No, reflection and then rotation. Option number two is the correct option. What combination of transformations is shown below? From 1 to 2, that is a translation. And then from 2 to 3, that is the reflection. You are from 1 to 2, you are completing change. From 1 to 2, you are moving the whole image along a new position. That is a translation. So translation and then reflection. Option 3 is the correct option. What combination of transformations is shown below? One to two, that is the translation. And then two to three, rotation it is. Translation and then rotation. Translation and then rotation. Option number one is the correct option. What combination of transformations is shown below? One to two, that is the rotation. And then two to three, that is the reflection. Option number, the last one is the correct option. What combination of transformations is shown below? One to two, that is the rotation. And two to three, that is the translation. Option number four is the correct option. What combination of transformations is shown below, which is the correct option? Okay, that is rotation and then translation. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Translations graph the image. Graph the image of a square EFGH after a translation of 4 unit right. So you need to move the image along the 4 unit right. So all the points are moved to a new location. So you have to add 4 to all the points. Let's just start with the test questions. Graph the image of square TUVW after a translation 7 unit up. You need to move the image 7 unit up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will be moved from here to here, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is the translated image, right? The correct option is option number. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is the translated image. So option number 1 is the correct option. Graph the image of the rectangle PQRS after a translation of 7 units time. Option number one is the correct option. You need to move the point along the 7 points. You need to move the image around down 7 points. So option number one is the correct option. You can see the second option also, but option number one is the correct option. Graph the image of square DEFG after a translation 3 units down. 3 units down. Option number one is the correct option. Option number one is the correct option. Graph the image of square EFGH after a translation 4 unit right. Option number one is the correct option. Graph the image of rectangle QRST after a translation 9 unit right. You have to move, translate the image 9 minutes, right? So, which is the option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself either today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is reflections, graph the image. Graph the image of rectangle RSTU after a reflection over the x-axis. Reflection over the x-axis. So here is the x-axis, the reflected image along the x-axis. You have to reflect all the points U, T, R, S. So U dash, T dash, R dash, and S dash. They have all the points are exactly the same distance like the original image from the x-axis. So U dash, T dash, R dash, and S dash is the reflected image of. Graph the image of square PQRS after reflection over the y-axis. So the reflected image is exactly the same distance. All the points are exactly same distance on the opposite side of the y-axis. Graph the image of rectangle CDEF after the reflection over the x-axis. Okay, let's just draw CDEF after the reflection on the y-axis. So here is, sorry, x-axis. Here is x-axis. All the points are exactly the same distance over the y-axis like the x-axis, right? The coordinates of the D are 1, 2, 1 and 6, right? So it would be, here is D dash, and then 6 and -5. Here is the other point, then E dash, then F dash. So here is the reflected image along the x-axis, that is D dash, E dash, F dash, and C dash. So you can see here is the reflected image. Okay, so we were working on grade 6 math. The chapter we were working on is we were working on the chapter symmetry and transformations. The lessons we have covered today are symmetry, reflection, rotation, and translation. Translation graph the image, and then reflection graph the image. So we were working on grade 6 math. Chapter we were working on symmetry and transformations. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the question in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please write down the question in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all.